This girl proceeds to tell me, with a baby on her hip at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, that she is Rashad's baby mama. I look at her and make sure she leave, and I notice when she pulling off, this the same motherfucking car that was at the truck stop that boxed me in. Instagram, the one she had texted me on, and I matched the numbers, and it's the same person. So, oh, this is the Kiki bitch. Like she said in this shit right here, the bitch had been fucking watching me, been knew about me, all of that. I'm thinking like the family just didn't like her and her family just didn't like him. No, they didn't like the situation between them because she met him at 16, they started dating. Her ass was 12 years old.
Welcome back to another episode of Clocked Out Conversations. I'm your host Fahim, and today we got some more TikTok content. Storytime on how this girl pulled up to my apartment looking for our man, part 1. This already sounds like it's going to be one of those. I'm not here to waste your time. Like, comment, subscribe for more, and let's get into it.
Story time how this girl pulled up to my apartment looking for her man. And I'm telling y'all this story time because he literally just texted me and it made me think about the story time. So, boom. I had met this guy on Instagram. Mind y'all, at the time, I didn't even fuck with Instagram like that for real. I just fucked with Instagram because I was a college student and, you know, college people, they do Instagram more than Facebook and any other social media. So, I got on Instagram and I seen that I had a message request from this particular guy. And this guy, he had sent me a friend request also. So, when I get in the messages, he like, hey, you was so beautiful. Basically trying to fuck with me. I do not fuck with the nigga at the time. Some months had passed by and he still was trying. So I was like, hey, let me give him a chance. When I gave him a chance, he automatically had sent me some money. And from then on, he was just, you know, splurging out with the money. I should have knew right then that it was going to be some problem because when a nigga got some money, most of the time they be fucking with multiple women. Most of the time, especially me, I didn't even have to ask for the money. So, you know, he fucking with somebody else because we don't even live in the same city. We do stay in the same state. So, I had made, like, little plans to meet up with this guy because, like, first off, I want to know who the fuck I'm really texting. Like, why we never met in person and you just sending me money? So, y'all, he had took me to go get some seafood. And if you do not know me, seafood is the way to my heart. If a robber or a killer got some seafood and they tell me, hey, get in the truck to get the seafood, I'm good and got it. So when we make it to the seafood place, y'all, he looks exactly like his pictures, y'all. He paid for the food. He paid for my gas to come all the way down there. Like, y'all, he had did his big one. So we at the seafood place that we just basically talking, chopping it up. And he's telling me like, hey, what bill is coming up? Like, basically, he will pay my bill for this month. And y'all, he did just that. That nigga had paid all my bills up for the next month. And I ain't gonna lie, I was happy as hell because me and him was damn near the same age. Like, he was in his 20s and I was in my 20s. So, like, damn, what the fuck do he really do? Like, how he getting all this money? I should have been asking those questions. So, come back for part 2. So, welcome back to part 2 of a hoe coming over my motherfucking house asking me, is our man here? So, if you haven't watched part 1, go back and watch it. But now that you're here, let's get back into it.
I'm letting you know right now, man moving like that, like she said, brother definitely got a few sisters he dealing with, for sure.
I left off in part 1 where I wasn't asking questions like where he getting all this money from. Not gonna lie, I didn't ask questions until like 6 months in. So now that we 6 months in, I still haven't did nothing with this man. This man never came to my apartment. Honestly, I didn't give a damn because that man was paying for my nails. That man was paying for my lashes. He was paying for my hair. He was paying for my bills in my house. I really didn't give a damn. I still remember the time I had called him like basically crying like my phone was finna get cut off because the people had lost my check. Y'all get direct deposit. Them people ain't losing no motherfucking thing. So I really just basically lied. So y'all, and then the crazy thing is I had told him my phone was $400, y'all. My phone ain't shit but $45 on Straight Talk. So I had got that money and me and my friends, we had a little time or whatever. And it's so crazy because the man had told me, he was like, damn, your phone bill that high. Like, basically he told me like, damn, your phone bill that high, like, what plan you with? Yeah, I had to lie. Like, my friends had came up with some shit because I'm not a good liar when it comes to shit like that. Like, what the fuck do I text back? I started panicking and shit. So my friend was like, give me that damn phone. I'll text him back. Yeah, they had to text that man all kind of shit. So he was like, damn, like, I want to see you some more money because my baby can't even have fun because you putting all your money on the bill. So yeah, that man had sent me like $200 more on top of that. So my friends like, we fucking like him, like, hell yeah. So we go out and have us a good time. And at this point, like I told y'all, we 6 months in. This man haven't came over my house. He haven't touched me, none of that. So at this point, I'm feeling kind of like suspicious because why have he never asked to come to my apartment and he know he paying bills here? Because most niggas like, I'm not paying no motherfucking bills somewhere I can't lay my motherfucking head at. But I'm not gonna lie, I was still fucking off. Like, Rashad was coming through with the cash, but I was fucking off. I was having niggas in and out their fucking apartment. So this particular day, I finally asked Rashad, like, hey, what is it that you do? You never told me what job you do, but you always coming through with the cash. Like, what do you do? So he finally just went on ahead and told me, like, hey, I'm a truck driver. So I'm like, whoa, like, that explains why you got so much money. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Just young, dumb, just young and dumb. So, y'all, he had filled it up in my head that he had been driving trucks for years. So, he been with this job company for years. So, he's getting, like, the maximum pay or whatever, however the case may be. Because I don't drive trucks, so I don't know nothing about that. So, boom. He telling me, like, he drive trucks during the week and he get off during the weekend. He just now finna switch over to that. Because when we first started talking, he would be gone for 2 months at a time so he could stay, run up his check and then, like, stop working for, like, a whole month and then run it up again. He would do stuff like that. So I'm thinking to myself, like, where is he? Like, where have he been for a whole month? Like, you didn't tell me that you wasn't working. But, hey, as long as that money coming in, I don't give a damn. Still got that young bitch mindset. So, boom. He finally tell me that now he's switching over to his new shift where he not gonna be working on the weekend. And I'm telling him, like, at the time I was working at the hospital 9 to 5. So I had worked Monday through Friday, and on the weekends I be off too. And my daughter, she goes with her dad, so we good on the weekends. So this one particular day, he told me, like, hey, meet me in Alabama. My load is over here. It's gonna be the weekend. He was like, we just gonna spend the weekend in Alabama so I can be close to my truck. And basically he'll just leave out from Alabama. And he will pay for my trip down there. He'll pay for the hotel we get. He'll pay for everything. Like, basically, just bring your lip gloss. And that's what I did. Y'all, I didn't even take no clothes down there. He got me some clothes when I was down there. He paid for everything. He paid for my food. He paid for my nails. Like, he had sent me some money the day before and was like, go get everything done before you come down here. And that's what I did. So, still to this day, I don't know how the girl and all her fucking friends get on my social media. But one thing about Snapchat, I add everybody back. I don't know what it is with me with Snapchat. I add everybody back. So they on my motherfucking Snapchat and I post shit publicly. I don't give a damn about no nigga having no bitch. And they see them on my shit because, first off, you shouldn't be fucking with me. You shouldn't be messing with me if you know you got a bitch. No, I do not fuck with other folks' men. But if they man coming to me single and telling me he's single now, and I really don't know shit about this man, I'm going to post them. And that's what I was doing. And now one of them bitches got crazy over the phone. Now one of them bitches even slid up. None of that. So, come back for part 3. Part 3 of a hoe pulling up to my apartment looking for our man. So, like I said in part 2, he was basically telling me, like, you need to start asking for money if they want to fuck with you. Like, you too bad for a nigga not to be spending no bread on you. And, y'all, everything he was saying, I was just, like, feeding into the bullshit because, like, I never really had a nigga that was spinning bands off the wake up. Never had a man that was spinning bands just to look at my face. Don't get me wrong, I had sugar daddies, but I had sugar daddies that I was not looking at, like, was not attractive to. Like, all they could do was give me some fucking money. Nothing else. But at this point, I got a nigga that's, like, look attractive to me. Like, I'm starting to like this man. So at this point, me and the man had got so close. Me and the truck driver had got so close. Like, we basically telling each other, like, personal business. He telling me, like, how he is the breadwinner of his family. Like, he always have to provide. Like, he basically want to go on vacation and just run away. So he like, let's plan a trip. Let's go somewhere. So, y'all, I done planned us a trip. And, y'all, we go out of town. When I say this man tell me to grab my purse and my lip gloss, I don't have to bring shit else. I didn't bring shit else. I knew, like, yeah, he for me. He is for me. So the whole time while we on vacation, because we had went to Miami, the whole time while we on vacation, y'all, I didn't tell nobody I had went, so it really was a dumb move on my part because, like, this man could have did anything to me, but he didn't. My family didn't even know I was gone. I told my mama, hey, can you watch my daughter for like a week and I'll be back? And she did. So that really, like, how I got good. Like, that was really the only thing I was worried about, because, like, I wasn't worried about transportation because he got us there. He paid for the flight. Like, it was everything. So whenever the man was not on the road, he was with me. We was planning a trip going somewhere, or he was on that fucking road, which I thought. So this part right here, like, is when I kind of, like, started to realize, like, either he fucked with somebody else or some just not adding up. So this one day, he was around me, and I never look at a man's phone, ever. I never pick it up, none of that. So I had woke him up because somebody had kept blowing up his damn phone while we was in a hotel room. Because for some reason, I just could not go to sleep. So I tell him, like, hey, somebody keep calling you. I don't know if they trying to get in contact with you. Because, like I said, his mama did get sick, like, some weeks prior. So maybe that's one of his family members calling. So he look at the phone, y'all, and he just started laughing. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with him? But, oh, okay. So I go to the bathroom in the hotel. In our hotel room, it's like the bathroom is inside the bedroom. So, like, nothing you do in there is private. Even when you pee, you can still see the person in the bathroom. So I'm in the bathroom. I'm looking through the mirror, looking at him, but he don't notice that I'm looking at him. And he got this look on his face like, I done fucked up. But I'm the type of person, if you don't tell me, like, what's wrong with you or what's your problem, I'm not going to keep asking, like, what's wrong or are you okay? I'm not going to keep doing it. I asked one time, you don't want to tell me, you don't want to talk right now. So we grab all our stuff and we heading out the hotel. While we heading out the hotel, I noticed it's like a group of bitches. They just staring. Mind you, I'm not from here. He not from here. At least that's what he told me. So I'm like, they don't know us. So maybe I'm just tweaking. But me, I'm always on defense mode. So I'm mugging them bitches back. Cause bitch, what's that? Whole time them bitches that was out there in that parking lot had knew this nigga. They had knew that this nigga had a bitch the whole time. But see, I didn't know none of that. I don't trust it. Like, come on, let's go. He like, hell yeah, let's go. Cause these bitches looking crazy. I don't even know these bitches. Like, you know these bitches. Whole time he knew exactly who them bitches was. Like, it was just so crazy. Okay, part 4 of a girl pulling up to my apartment asking where I'm at. So at this point, Rashad still haven't came to my apartment. And he's still, like, being respectful. So me and Rashad still haven't did anything. Like, we haven't even kissed. We haven't did nothing. And I know y'all like, what the fuck, y'all haven't did shit and y'all going on trips together? Exactly. That's how I'm feeling. So with that being said, I still used to hit up my ex, and when he comes to town, he used to still like stay in my apartment or whatever. So that's why I really wasn't too fond of doing nothing with Rashad, because, like, hey, I still got my ex I could call on.
Sisters, I'm gonna let you know right now, if a man is spending that much money on you, I'm talking about thousands of dollars, which it seems like he's doing on you, and he ain't got none yet, something is up. It's some kind of problems going on. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
At this time, my ex would, like, come over there and spend a night. So when he'll spend a night, he'll go in there and take him a shower, or he'll, like, leave, go be with his homeboys. That's the time that I would be on the phone with Rashad. Me and Rashad would still text, like, through the day, all of that. So it would not feel weird that I'm not texting him back. Like, I'm a person big on time, and so I will always make sure I text Rashad back, even though my ex was there. So the weekend come, and Rashad, like, basically telling me, like, hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. Like, I'm down here in Jackson. I got a load here. I'm at the truck stop. You come down here, and I'm going to send you some money, you know, for your miles that you got to travel. Because, y'all, I was traveling 2 hours to go see him in Jackson. He then told me, like, we're going to get us a hotel room, all that. Okay, so I had told him, hit him up, like, okay, we could get us a hotel room, but I need to make sure that hotel room is paid for before I even, like, get on the road. Because at the time that I was going down there, because Jackson is like 2 hours and 30 minutes from where I stay at, so it was going to be like a good little distance before I got down there. So I think it was going to be like 10 or 11 when I made it to the hotel. So I told him, like, you need to go and send that money, or you need to, go and pay for it. He told me, like, find us a hotel room, any hotel that you like, and I will pay for it. So this exact same hotel right here was just not opening up that same day. I seen it on TikTok in Jackson, so I was like, okay, we're going to get this motherfucking hotel room. Y'all, I loved everything about this hotel room. The top of it was a mirror. On the side, well, y'all probably can't tell, but right there is like the back. So it's gonna be like over here. The bathroom, it was a glass door, glass wall, so you can see straight through the bathroom. So I was like loving everything about that. So I get in the car and I'm telling my cousins, like, hey, I'm gonna go down here to see this man. Y'all just make sure y'all watch my location. So I get on the road, I'm texting him like, hey, I'm on the way to you, send me your location. So while he doing that, I'm preparing, like, I got a 2-hour 2:30-minute drive, so let me go and get my playlist ready, and I'm finna get on the road and be driving. I get on the road. Soon I get on the road, y'all, I had forgot to turn my fucking location off, because I told y'all I would just let my cousins use it, so I had forgot to turn my location off. And me, I share my location with a lot of people. So y'all remember that same nigga that I told y'all, my ex that used to come on my crib or whatever? He like, hey, I'm finna come over. I'm telling him, like, don't even worry about it, I'm not there. So he asked me, like, where you at? I'm telling him, like, hey, I'm staying at my mom's house tonight, because I don't know, I just was lying. Why this boy say, I see your dumb ass in Jackson. What the fuck you doing down there? So I'm still not putting together, like, how he see me in Jackson. So I don't think about it. I make it to the truck stop and I pick up Rashad. Me and Rashad now is headed to the hotel. I told y'all this the first night this hotel have ever opened. And let me remind you, this hotel is for adults only. So you had to be 21 to purchase it. So when we go make it to the hotel, I look out there in the parking lot. The parking lot is full of, like, look like hookers and they pimps. So I'm looking at him like, is we safe here? Like, is my car safe outside? He telling me, like, what you mean is your car safe outside? Like, look at this motherfucker. So I ain't gonna lie, he kind of shot off with that, because if y'all see my car, you'll be like, girl, what? But hey, I live in Mississippi. The days go crazy during the winter. Shit, summer too. So we make it to the hotel room, and when we get inside, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get tonight. Because like I told y'all, Rashad never tried to make no first move. He never came to my apartment. So this is the time. Like, I know we done stayed in hotel rooms together, but we never did nothing. I got this good ass room on purpose. So y'all, Rashad go in the bathroom. He take him a bath. While he's taking a bath, I'm laying on the bed and I'm basically like just watching TV or whatever. So Rashad's phone is going off. I look at the phone, y'all, it's somebody calling him. So somebody is calling Rashad. I look at the phone and it's a girl named Kiki. So I see Kiki is calling him, and I don't say nothing about it because he gonna answer when he get out the shower. So at this point, now another person is calling him, and we're gonna call him Trap. So when I see Trap calling him, I'm like, hey, somebody's calling you. The phone says it's Trap. So he like, answer it for me, babe. So I answer the phone and put it on speaker. I'm like, hello, who is this? Like, Rashad said he gonna be with you in a minute, like he getting out the shower. So he like, oh, you must be Stina that Rashad with. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Stina, like, what's up? What's that? So he finally get out the shower, he grabbed the phone, and he talking to him. Like I told y'all, this room don't got no privacy in it. So at this point, he on the phone, he talking to him, and I hear the nigga say, hey, Kiki just called me, asking me where you at. So me, I'm still not thinking like anything about it, because like Kiki could be anybody. This nigga already told me like he got hella sisters. He is the breadwinner of the family. And when I'm with him, I forgot to mention, his phone always going the fuck off. Like, he is real close with his sisters. They always calling that goddamn phone, and I never got their names. So he like, tell Kiki, shit, I'm out. Like, right now, she gonna have to wait till, I get that. So I don't know what they talking about. He hangs up the phone, he get back in the bed, and we do what we do. So the next day come, we, basically clean the hotel room, and we finna leave. So I gotta take him back to the truck stop. So this time when I take him to the truck stop, he like pulled me up to my truck. So when I pull him up to the truck, I noticed him going to a car. And y'all, the car some fast shit. So I'm like, damn, my nigga drive that. So I kind of like stopped by his car, and I'm like, basically like, give me a kiss before I leave. He like, okay, let me throw this in my car right quick. So they just like basically told me that this his car. So he get in his truck and he finna pull off. When he get in his truck and finna pull off, y'all, a car come inside of the truck stop and kind of block me off. So I'm already on it. I'm like, shit, who the fuck is this bitch? Like, I'm cussing them out through the car because I don't know why I'm turned like, who the fuck this is in front of my car? Like, don't no bitch know me, so who the fuck this is? So I'm going off, and the girl like, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Like, she didn't mean to do this. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I was finna get some gas from this truck stop, but I said fuck that because like a bitch just almost hit my shit. So I'm finna go to the next truck stop or gas station I see nearby. So I do that, and then now I'm on my way back home. So while I'm on my way back home, Rashad had called me, and I'm telling him about like, bro, somebody almost just hit my fucking car leaving out the truck stop, and I had described the car. When I described the car, Rashad gets on the phone, he gets very fucking quiet. I don't know why he gets quiet, but he gets very fucking quiet. Come back for the next part. Okay, part 5 of a hoe coming to my apartment asking where I'm in it. If y'all hear somebody cutting the grass to my dad, I don't know why he out here cop blocking. Okay, I'm putting it out the way. So at this point, I would be on the phone with him so much at work that my coworkers would know exactly who it is that I'm on the phone with. So I had filled my coworker in like, hey, I don't know what it is. Like, he just love to spend money. So I had told my coworker about that. She was like, well, let's plan us a trip and make him pay for it. So we had planned us a trip, and he did pay for the trip for me or whatever. Cause my coworker was real big on, if a nigga gonna fuck with you and he splurges sending you money like that, why not milk him? So when I go on this trip with my own homegirl to Miami, I noticed that he's not calling. But I really don't give 2 fucks because like he would check in, but we not like talking on the phone 24/7 like we usually do. So at this point, my homegirl like, why the fuck you ain't talking to this man? Like, I see you on the phone with other men. Like, if they give you the same amount of money that he giving you, like, she was so big on it. And that what really made me realize, like, oh, I haven't talked to him in a minute, but I ain't tripping off of it. So we go the whole trip, and I ain't really too much talking to him. Like, he texted and checked in from here and there. So now it's time for us to come home off the trip. I come home off the trip, and I go back to my apartment. So now I make it back to my apartment, and when I make it back to my apartment, I noticed, like, we started back texting, like, every day, all day. So this whole time I was on this trip, y'all, it was over the weekend. He was off. He was not on the road. But now that I'm back at home for work, he is back on the road. So now he's texting me again. So now we're going to fast forward to, like, the next month. The next month, my house had got broken into by this boy I was still fucking around, my ex. So when my house had got broken into, I was on the phone with Rashad. I was on the phone with him the whole time, so I'm basically cussing, like, going off, talking to my cousins, because they the one who told me they seen the nigga break into my shit. So I'm just basically going off, and Rashad is on the phone listening to all that. So basically, when I get back on the phone with Rashad and finally get done talking to the police, all of that, Rashad tell me, like, what did they take? Did they take some? Whole time, y'all, they ain't take shit. So I'm about to say, nah, they ain't take nothing. My cousin didn't pop me in my damn chest. Cause my cousin, she knew about Rashad too. She didn't pop me in my damn chest, and she didn't put my phone on mute. She tell me, like, girl, you got me fucked up. Tell them they took everything. Tell him they took the TVs off the wall. They took the fucking kitchen table. They took the couch. They took everything out this bitch. What the fuck wrong with you? We gonna make him replace that shit. We gonna get better shit.
You see, she bogus for taking advantage of him like that. But at the same time, why in the hell are you spending this much money on a woman that y'all, it don't even seem like y'all in a relationship for real. Why are you spending this much money on her? And you hit one time. You spending thousands of dollars, thousands of going on trips and whatnot. So to a point, it's almost like, bro, you deserve it. Golly.
Yeah, I did tell the nigga that they had took a little shit. Like, they didn't take all of it, but they took just a little bit just to get the money out, and I still didn't even replace none of my stuff out my house. Cause I ain't gonna lie, y'all, they didn't take shit. Like, the nigga broke into my house just trying to prove a point, like, you gonna do what the fuck I tell you to do, and really broke into my shit for no reason because I wasn't even there when he broke into my shit. So at this point, Rashad gives me more money to like basically furnish my house back because I told him they had took all kind of shit. Then he had gave my daughter some money, all kind of shit. So at this point, Rashad, like, I don't think you should live over there where you live at no more because, like, how is it so easy for your apartment to get, you know, like, broken into? Like, you don't have neighbors that could have called the police and the police could have made it there in time enough, like, why this nigga was breaking into your shit. Because at this time, Rashad, like, how the fuck did they get all that shit? And Rashad knew I had stayed upstairs. So he like, how the fuck they get all that shit, come out your apartment with it, and take it somewhere else without, you know, the neighbors calling the police? So I'm telling him, like, I don't know. I'm just not in the mood to talk about it. Like, y'all, I had went, like, probably that whole week, like, being, like, very to myself. But the only reason I was to myself because this nigga just broke into my shit. Like, I really was scared, like, this nigga standing on bed, like, this nigga really on that with me. But Rashad thinking I'm scared because, you know, like, a nigga just broke into my house. I don't know who the person is, and they done took everything from me. But in reality, I really was scared because this nigga, I don't know why the fuck. I do know why he broke into my house. I do know why. Okay, so some weeks had finally passed by, and Rashad now is to the point where he finally want to get to my apartment. So we planning a day for Rashad to finally come to my apartment, and when the time finally came, he drove his truck down to my city or whatever, and he parked it at the truck stop. And when I go over there to make it to Rashad, he telling me like, oh, I can't stay. Like, I gotta go back on the road. They just found me a load. So you could just, you know, basically get in his truck, you know, tell him, hey, like, we could grab some food, and he gotta head back on the road. So I'm kind of confused because, like, you didn't draw your ass all the way down here. Like, what the fuck? Like, okay, sir. Part 6 of a hoe coming to my house asking where our man is. So the last part I had told y'all that Rashad was supposed to be coming to my apartment, but he couldn't because they had found him a load. So at this point, Rashad has his cousin on the truck with him. We're going to call his cousin Big Homie. Big Homie is on the truck with him, and at this point, Big Homie is talking. So while Big Homie is talking, like, I can hear him talking about somebody, but I really don't know if he's talking about me or is he talking about another girl. It's just something that was throwing me off, but I was like, he can't be talking about me because, like, I wear lashes, but what made him bring this up? Because I think he said something about, something to Rashad, like, paying for a girl lashes or something like that. But he did used to pay for my lashes, so I really couldn't distinguish if he was talking about me or somebody else, because why you telling this nigga you paying for my lashes? Rashad like, hey, I'm gonna call you back because, like, his people is calling him. So every time me and Rashad would be on the phone, we would not be on the phone that long. Like, we'll be on the phone for like a good hour and 30 or rolling on 2 hours, but after that we'll have to get off the phone because somebody calling him. Once he get off the phone with them, he'll call back. So every time somebody would be calling him, like, he drive trucks, y'all, so sometimes it'll be his dispatcher calling, sometimes it'll be like his family calling because they always needed something. Like I told y'all, he told me that he's the breadwinner. And I can't lie, like, Rashad used to have, like, send me money, but he used to tell me that his mom did not have an iPhone, so he used to Apple Pay me the money, but have me Cash App it to her Cash App. So Rashad mama Cash App never had like a little picture on there. It always would have her initials on there. You know how Cash App sees if you don't put no picture up there, it had a person initials up there. So I never got a glimpse of how Rashad mama looked. So this one day I finally found Rashad mama I finally found Rashad Facebook. So I'm going through Rashad pictures and I see his mom on there. So y'all know I told y'all I used to send his mama a Cash App. Like, I used to do that shit all the time, like, probably like 2 or 3 times a week. Not gonna lie. So I see that he got his mama tagged in one of the pictures, or she had him tagged, whatever the case may be, and she's saying son under the pictures in the comments. So I go right there to her fucking page. When I get to her page, y'all, this a whole different name that's on their Cash App. So I'm like, who the fuck I've been sending money to if this his mama right here? So I don't tell him that I seen his mama. I don't say none of that shit. I just, let it play out. So at this point, he asking me to send some more money to his mom Cash App again. So I do just that. I don't ask him no questions. So I'm telling him, like, shit, why you sending your mama money? Like, throw me a little something in there. He like, how much you need? And I tell him how much I need, and he throw some money in there. So at this point, I got like a little shitty attitude, but I'm not trying to make it known like what it's about. So
If I'm giving you this much money, woman, you better not ever have an attitude with me. You better not ever have an attitude. Keep that attitude to your goddamn self. You better not ever have an attitude. What?
I just like try to keep my distance from Rashad, but we would still, talk and chop it up. But like the conversation would get smaller and smaller because like, who the fuck you got me sending cash? I mean, who the fuck you got me sending a Cash App to? And you told me it was your mama, fool. Like, who the fuck you? Like, what bitch you play me for? So I got the stankiest attitude ever. And one thing about Rashad, he always knew when I had a fucking attitude. Like, he'll be like, what's wrong with you? And I'd be like, nothing. And he was like, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm not gonna keep asking you what's wrong with you. Like, he used to always reassure me that I was the person that he wanted. He see a life with me. He used to be like, you the only girl that I ever fuck with that had her head on straight. Because one thing about it, like, I work behind a desk at a hospital. I was in nursing school. But when a nigga see you working or see you on your shit, they be thinking like, oh, you got your head on. Whole time, I got on scrubs working behind a desk. This nigga thinking I'm a motherfucking nurse. I ain't gonna lie. So he looking at that as like, you on your shit. Like, he used to always reassure me like, you on your shit. Like, your daughter got somebody that she could look up to. Like, he used to always do that. So this one day, Rashad was like, I got a surprise for you. We're gonna go out of town. Like, I need you to be ready. I need you to take off. Go and find you some outfits on that little Shein. Cause he used to be like, on that little Shein, like, you need to start wearing them little cheap ass clothes. Like, whatever. Used to be like, I'm giving you this amount of money. Like, why you wanna wear the cheap ass shit? But then again, he used to always say, you a woman that ain't out here just splurging your money. But hey, but he tell me like he got a vacation.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Shein either. I don't like any of that cheap, what's it called, fast fashion. I do not like that stuff.
Vacation we could go to, and we go on vacation, y'all. When we get there, he got the room decorated. He got the room asking me like to finally be his girlfriend, all of that. So at this time, we go into the room. It's decorated real nice. I never had nobody to ever do no shit like that for me. So I'm really like gasping for air. Like, ain't no way. Like, I can't wait to tell my bitches about this shit when we get to the crib. We had the best night. Not gonna lie. But at this time, I'm guessing he not checking in with the bitch that he so-called fuck with, so she blowing his goddamn phone up. So at this point, I turn that motherfucker off because, like, I'm tired of every time we with each other, you telling me your family trying to get in touch with you so they can get some more money from you. At this point, I'm being greedy, y'all. I'm like, shit, damn, like, your family need to know, like, this your time, especially with me. Like, can I go one day without you splurging on me? Like, can I go one day without asking you for some money? That's how I'm feeling, y'all. Part 7 of a hoe coming to my house asking where our man is. Let me remind y'all, Rashad did not smoke. He was a truck driver, so he did not smoke. But he did smoke, like, blacks. Y'all used to hate the smell of blacks. And, like, I used to be glad that he smoked them at the same time. Because, y'all, I used to smoke, marijuana. So me smoking marijuana and him smoking that black, it will always like clear the air. So if we on the road and I'm smoking and he's smoking, like, it was always like a win-win situation with him. So at this point, we is leaving the hotel. So now we on the way to do an excursion. I'm smoking like I told y'all, and he's smoking. So we had got pulled over, and when we got pulled over, y'all, this nigga like telling me like, okay, the tent black as fuck. Mind you, that tent was black as fuck because it was daytime and you still couldn't see, like, even though fucking windshield was tinted. And I ain't never seen no rental car that's tinted like that, ever. So he telling me, like, hey, I need you to jump over here in the driver's seat. You got your license and everything on you? And I'm like, yeah, I got all that on me. So, yeah, he hop in the back seat and I hop in the driver's seat. Because he wasn't speeding, he wasn't doing anything. So I really don't even know why they pulled him over. He basically telling me, like, he need for me to be the driver just in case they give me a possession charge, because I told y'all I was smoking. And, I want to take the credit for that, because, like, I never want nobody to feel like, oh, you the one who's smoking and I done took this ticket for you. And plus he drove truck, so I understood it. So I get over there and he telling us, like, he pulled us over because he was in fact speeding. But I thought he wasn't speeding, but the zone we was going through was a 35, y'all, and we was driving 55. So he was speeding. So they telling me, like, just slow it down. Like, they run my stuff, they like, we all good, and they let us go. So Rashad is telling me, like, if it was a black man over there, like, I would have got that fucking ticket. Like, he just going hard. I'm like, babe, just chill the fuck out. Like, chill out, babe. Like, just chill. We is in New Orleans. And I told y'all that me and this boy is from Mississippi. But the part of Mississippi he live in is like borderline Louisiana. So at this point, he introducing me to his family. Remember, y'all, I had told y'all that I had seen his mama on Facebook. So I know the lady by her fucking name. So when I go up there to meet the lady, she looked different from her pictures. Like, she still got the same body, like, but she just looked different. And he introducing me and she telling me her name or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, that name matches the same name on Facebook. So I'm meeting up with a lot of more of his family. So at this point, like I told y'all, we in New Orleans. So I had told the boy that I'm fucking with from down there, I had told him, like, hey, I'm gonna be in your city, like, I'm down here with a nigga, like, not gonna lie, I'm down here with a nigga, but I want to meet up with you, like, shit, what you say about that?
So my whole thing is, how is she getting upset with the truck driver and she out here messing around with other dudes? Ain't that make sense?
I know y'all looking crazy because I am playing a dangerous game. But the nigga that I had went down there to New Orleans to see, he had a bitch too. So he like, shit, this should be fun. Like, because he from that city, so he knew places that we could dodge and, like, creep out, but also have a good time in.
So y'all both just moving vicious, huh? Y'all both just moving and scheming wrong. And the thing is, you have to be careful as a lady. I can't even call you a lady. You have to be careful as a female, and you out here cheating on a dude who's spending thousands of dollars on you, bruh. Thousands. But I guess earlier he did say that she did say that he was messing with other girls. But man, please be careful moving like this with a dude that's spending that much money on you. He mess around and do something to you for real.
So this whole time, I'm trying to get away from Rashad. He trying to get away from his bitch. And when we finally make it in the clear, I tell him, like, hey, I'm not with Rashad no more. Like, where you at? Like, we gotta hurry up and make this quick. I probably can't be out for nothing but about 2-3 hours. And I know y'all gonna be asking, like, what the fuck Rashad was? Rashad was with his family, as he tell me. But whole time, Rashad was with his bitch, y'all. Rashad was with his fucking bitch. So he wasn't even fucking worried about me. So the night finally come to an end. Me and Rashad finally.
Sorry to keep on pausing, but I guess I gotta take back what I said. Shit. I guess everybody just moving foul. Everybody moving foul.
Back up and we go back to the hotel room. We go back to the hotel room and we got an extra night still in New Orleans. So the next day we I think we go to Bourbon and we just had like little shots because we gotta hurry up and get back home so he can get back on his truck and I go back to work that Monday. So I get a call from Rashad while I'm at work that Monday, and Rashad was basically telling me like he had to sit down at a hotel. The people was like they had found something in his drug test. And I'm like, found what in your drug test? Because like I told y'all, Rashad didn't do nothing. So what they find in your drug test? And second off, why is they drug testing you? So y'all, somebody had called Rashad fucking job and said that he do drugs. And I'm talking about hard drugs. So they made them drug test him. So when they drug tested him, they told him he could get back on the road until his drug test come in because he was already on the road. They told him just go and pick up that load, take that load wherever it need to be. When your drug test come back or whatever, we're going to see what it is in there to make sure you do not do drugs, hard drugs or whatever. And, you know, once you take that load to wherever you taking it, stop that fucking truck. Soon Rashad dropped that load off, they had called him back, was like, we found something in your, drug test. And what they found, y'all, it was meth. So I'm confused at this point because, like, nigga, you do meth? But he trying to reassure me like he don't know how this shit got in his thing. Like, he still don't know what the fuck happened, like, what's going on with it. So he trying to tell me, like, he don't give a fuck because, like, this job, he had been with them for years, but they always was on shaky shit with him. So he was like, it's nothing to go find him another job. So he was like, telling them, like, I'm finna put, my 2 weeks notice in, fuck y'all, before they try to fire him. Like, fuck them, let's go find another job. So he go find another job, but this job is based in Texas. So the job, he had to fly all the way to Texas, do the application for the job, do all of that, get drug test, all of that. He do all of that, y'all. Rashad was back in a truck the next week. So they found nothing in his drug test. And y'all know hard drugs be in your system longer than a fucking, it wasn't even a whole week. It probably was like, about 5 days. So ain't no way in hell he had some in his, had some in him if the next truck the next truck company couldn't find it in his system. So it's just no way. So we're gonna fast forward to like 2 months in. Me and Rashad is starting to like argue. Like Rashad is like arguing with me. So at this point I'm telling Rashad, like, we ain't gotta fuck around no more. We ain't gotta fuck with each other. Like, fuck you. Like, I don't know what it was about Rashad that I was just like, fuck you. Like, I don't need you. Like, I had saved up so much money that Rashad was giving me that, hey, I ain't need you around no more. Part 8 of pulling up to my apartment, asking why I'm in it. So I told y'all I had got it in my mind, like, Rashad, I don't need you no more. Like, fuck you. So Rashad was like, hey, pull up on me at these truck stop. One thing about Rashad, like, he could be going from this part of the map to all the way over here. If he was even close by my apartment, he made sure, like, he was gonna stop, come see me, even if I had to drive an hour or 2, 3 hours to come meet Rashad. He would give me that gas money to come meet him and gave me that time to come meet him. So Rashad was, I think he was like in Alabama. And where I stayed at was on borderline of Alabama. Yeah, I stayed on the borderline of Alabama in the city that I stayed in. So he was telling me, like, come meet him. So he just want to talk it out, so come meet him. So I go to meet him in Alabama at a truck stop. And when I get there, he like, what's up? He like, what's wrong with you? Like, why you got this stinking ass attitude? So I'm like, you acting like a bitch needs you. Like, I know you do a lot of shit for me, and I appreciate everything you do for me, but a bitch never needed you. Let's make that shit real clear. Like, everything you do for me is fun and shit, but I never needed you. Yeah, I'm just talking shit because I know. I actually like Rashad now. Like, Rashad was coming off with that money. Like, bitch, stop trying to block your blessing, bitch. Like, I needed to learn how to sit down and shut the fuck up. Like, I always talk my shit with these niggas. Like, I hate that so bad about me. So, at this point, Rashad looking at me crazy like this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But Rashad, like, he liked that shit. He liked when I was turning up on his ass, so he was like, I'm gonna keep you around. So, y'all, Rashad was like, go back there and...
Niggas be idiots. Dudes be idiots, bruh. Dudes be just slow. You like a girl disrespecting you? Do you know how slow that sounds? You know how stupid that sounds? Anybody with common sense know, bruh, you spending thousands of dollars on a woman, and this woman is disrespecting you. This is why these dudes be getting played over, bruh. I swear to God.
Back of his truck to the bed, he was like, look on the bed, look what I got you back there. So I go back there. Rashad got me a necklace and a ring. So I had posted that on my Facebook story. And my Facebook and my Instagram story is connected. And I had posted it on my Snapchat. What the fuck I do that for? Soon I posted that shit, I get a ding. Like, a ding. I guess we storing people in my damn story. Because, like, why he keep walking past? But like I said, I get a ding, and it's a message from this girl. And at first, I didn't even see that the girl had been contacting me, y'all. But this last time she had contacted me, I had opened up the message, and it was on my story, but I didn't see the message until after I had left from being with Rashad. The message was like, I sure hope Rashad ain't buy you that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because, ho, is you cool? Who the fuck are you? So then I scroll up because I noticed that the girl had been trying to get in contact with me. So the first message was like, hey, boo, I have a question. Then the second message was like, do you know Rashad? So I go to the whole page. She don't got no pictures with Rashad. Her and Rashad not even friends on that bitch. So I really don't answer her until I make it home, because, like, I'm the type of person, bitch, call me. We ain't gotta do all that motherfucking text, because, bitch, you won't screenshot nothing over here. Call me. So I make it home, and I still don't tell Rashad any of this. I still don't tell him none of it. So when I go back to the girl page finna text her back, y'all, I noticed that I'm fucking blocked. Like, it's like messenger unavailable or some shit like that. So I noticed that I'm blocked. So at this point, I tell my cousins and I tell my coworker about the situation, and so when I tell all them about the situation, my cousin and my coworker like, bitch, he's sending you money. Like, bitch, if he don't tell you he got a motherfucking girlfriend, he ain't got a motherfucking girlfriend. Like, that whole one, she went on there until she seen you posting, you know, the little ring and the little necklace he got you. Like, bitches really be on it. So I bypassed that. I never tell Rashad any of that. So now it's to the point where Rashad is asking me, can he come spend the night in my apartment? So I let Rashad come over there, and finally, like, y'all, I'm happy because Rashad finally come over there. And, like, he's like, oh, you got a little cool little setup in your apartment. Like, I like this. Is this, you know, the couch I bought? Like, he just talking different shit, even though it was not the couch he fucking bought. So Rashad stay over there. I cook for Rashad. My cousins come over there. They meet Rashad. And basically, like, every time my cousin would pass my bedroom, like, I'm the only person that could see my cousin. Rashad was sitting on the other side of me, so he really couldn't see my cousin pass my bedroom. She was like this. Like, she kept saying, milk him the whole time. So I'm just laughing like, this girl is funny. Like, she is funny. Y'all look at my baby. So now it's about 12 o'clock at night, and Rashad is getting a phone call. So I'm thinking in my head, like, like, here go his family, go again, like, calling his goddamn phone. This time when Rashad get this phone call, he goes outside to take the call. Like, not outside my bedroom, but outside my goddamn apartment. So now that he going outside to go take the phone call, it did rub me some type of way. So when he did come back into my apartment, I'm got the shadiest attitude, because what the fuck are you doing going outside at 12:30 to go take a call? So at this point, he telling me like his mama is sick. Like, he's crying. Like, he like, please take me to my truck or whatever. And like, he like, please go take him to his truck or whatever. So I get up and take him to his truck, and I'm feeling bad because, like, I was finna dog his ass. Like, you don't come to my fucking apartment and go outside to go take a phone call. So part 9 of a hoe come to my apartment asking where her man at. So at this point, he go back home with his family, and I haven't talked to Rashad in like a week. So I got it in my head that Rashad is with his family. Something had happened to his mama. Like, I just prayed that he's okay. So now I'm starting to go out more, like hang back with my friends on the weekend. I had met some girls from the same city that I was staying in. They was taking me out. Like, they was some party animals. So I would go out on the weekend. I would dress up and I would post pictures. I would post pictures on my story, and when I post pictures on my story, I had noticed I had a new friend request. But me, I'm still not putting two and two together because I don't know this girl. I don't know her, how she looked. I just know her name was Kiki. And then on Instagram, her name is the whole thing. So say if her name Kiki, it was like Lakeisha. So now his girlfriend had added me on Instagram. So every time I would post pictures or whatever, she would be the first one to like it. When I post my story, she would be the first one to view it. And y'all, she was liking my fucking stories. But me, I was still making TikToks and making like little content. So I'm thinking motherfuckers liking my shit from off of TikTok, like unknown people just liking my shit. Whole time, no. So at this point, I'm posting. I had posted one of my homegirls, which is a stud, her hat, and I had put like a little song on it. So when I had posted her hat and put a song on it, Rashad had slid up and was like, "What the fuck? Like, I'm glad you got somebody that, you know, that's for you." This is my homegirl, had nothing going on like that. So after I had posted that, the Lakeisha girl had slid up on my story and she was like, "I hope that fucking hat don't got, you know, Rashad on the side of it." So I'm like, who the fuck is you? So I finally asked her, like, who are you? Like, what the fuck you mean you hope that hat don't got, you know, Rashad on the side of it? Like, what you know? So she telling me, like, Rashad is her boyfriend. Like, basically give her a call. So at the time, I couldn't call her because, like, I was doing something. So the next day had came around, I was like, "Hey, you still up for that call about Rashad? Because I couldn't get in contact with you yesterday because I was doing something." So at this point, y'all, she had left my shit on red. So I went into it with her. So I was just like, cool beans. Like, bitch, apparently you don't want to talk. Okay, whatever. I started back talking to Rashad. Like, he started back coming around because, like, he was mad or whatever about the little hat situation. So he was trying to blow my phone up every day while I was at work. And I'm like, bitch, you got me fucked up. Like, bitch, I'm not talking back to you. Like, you really just shot off on me by posting a fucking hat. But at the same time, like, I did post that hat to, like, make that nigga know, like, there's other options out here. So I don't even know. So the next day I had got to work, I was working in a whole different department at work. And I had posted that on, I think my story on Instagram. Y'all, when I had came back from break, the lady was asking me, she was like, "What's your name?" And I had told her, "Stina." She was like, "Is your name?" And she had said my whole name. And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, okay. So I had walked back there to the back to go around the office to get to my office. Y'all, when I got to that office, y'all, I had some flowers sitting up there I had some flowers sitting on my desk with my name on it and a little card with some balloons. And I'm like, who the fuck is this from? So I go to it, and whole time it was from Rashad. So y'all, I'm like, oh, that was so fucking sweet. Like, I get a message from Rashad and he basically like, "Did you get that?" He was like, "Did you arrive to your desk shit?" And I'm like, that was so sweet of you. Like, so that's what made me and Rashad start back talking. Rashad like, "Hey, we haven't took no trip in a minute. Like, let's go on a trip." We go do that. We go on a trip. And at this point, I'm telling Rashad, like, I think we should, like, just hold off on the next trip while we on the trip. Because I'm telling him, like, I need to start saving money. Because at this point, y'all, I'm looking at it like, Rashad doing all this for me. I'm not doing enough for Rashad. That's how I'm looking. I'm not doing enough for Rashad. Y'all, I had started becoming a weak bitch to him. So he like, okay, we could just do like little simple stuff. We could start like going out around the house. We could start like going out to eat. We could do stuff like around Mississippi if you don't want to go out of town. And if you know, Mississippi really ain't got too much of nothing. So this one particular day, Rashad come to my apartment. But before Rashad come to my apartment, Rashad is on the load. Rashad got to take this load somewhere to Alabama. But Rashad had came from up north. I live north part of Mississippi. So he had to come like through, he didn't have to come through my city, but he did have to come like on the outskirts of my city to make it to Alabama. So he was like, he just gonna stop there. Rashad, I'm not gonna lie, Rashad used to drive past his time a lot of times. Like, he always would drive past his fucking time. So he would drive past his town to make it to like the closest city to me the closest he could get. So this time he made it to the same city I stayed in. He told me come get him from the truck stop. Y'all go get Rashad from the truck stop. I bring him to my house. I make sure like he got something to eat there. So when Rashad get there, I'm telling him like, I'm so thankful like for the flowers. Like, that was so sweet of you. Like, I'm still geeked over them flowers. Like, we done took a trip and everything. I'm still talking these damn flowers. So Rashad spent the night over my house. Y'all, Rashad's phone is blowing up. It's his mama calling. His mama asking like, hey, where you at? Part 10 of her pulling up to my apartment asking where her man is, which is our man. So like I said on the last part, his mama had called him and was like, where you at? And she telling him like, you know you done fucked up, right? So I'm looking kind of confused, but before he could get any words out, I say, hey, miss, and I say her name. She like, who is that? I'm like, you remember this Stina that you met in New Orleans? She like, who the hell that is telling me hey back there? She steady saying to y'all. So he like, I'm going to tell you in a minute. I'm going to tell you about it. So I'm confused because what the fuck you mean? Why you just can't say this Stina? And I know she heard me say this Stina. So he continued to talk to his mama on the phone, and he leaves out the room to go to the bathroom. So when he come back in my room, they get off the phone or whatever they was talking about, and now it's time for us to go to sleep. So we wake up, and I drop him back off where I had picked him up at the truck stop. So I go back home, and I get me a little nap in and get ready for work. So at this time, I'm in a new department at work. I'm at the physical therapy building, the same building that he dropped them flowers off at. So it's a normal day, y'all. I go leave work to go on my break, and we used to get hours break, so I'll be leaving at 11 to 12. So when I come back from break, that's when the PAs and the PTAs and shit like that will go to break. So when I got back to work, they was like, hey, somebody came down here looking for you. They didn't say who it was, none of that. So at this point, I'm thinking like maybe it's my manager, because our manager did used to forget shit, or maybe she just checking up on me because she did used to like do pop-ups and see like was we where we were supposed to be at the correct time. So that's all I'm thinking about. So we're gonna fast forward to the weekend. At this time, Rashad telling me like he want to come back down there and spend the night with me for the whole weekend this time. So I'm telling him like, okay, that's cool. So I get to the truck stop to go pick up Rashad from the same one that he usually drop his truck in, and he telling me like I can't spend the night no more. So I'm like, cool, whatever. He telling me like he just gonna spend some time with me just for some little hours, and he gonna have to get back on his truck because they find him a load. So we get to my apartment, and when we get to my apartment, we eat good, and y'all, I guess I had, yeah. So we fuck around and fall asleep. So y'all, when I wake up, I notice that Rashad is sitting on the side of me, y'all, snoring down. So I'm panicking. I'm like, fuck, he did not supposed to spend the night. He was supposed to get back up and get back on the road. So I'm shaking him and shit like, hurry up and get up because we did not mean for you to spend the night. So at this point, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. He like, damn, I did not supposed to spend the night. So when he wake up, he check his phone. So he cussing at the phone like, fuck, like, damn. So I'm thinking it's his dispatcher, like, getting on to him, like, what the fuck you at, all of that. So now he rushing up out the house, y'all. He go in there and brush his teeth. He go in there and take a shower, all of that, and I take him back to the truck stop. So when I leave the truck stop, I make it to my apartment. It was like 3 o'clock when I had rushed him to the truck stop, and I have to be at work at 5. And I live, like, close to 30 minutes away from where I worked at. So I thought I was finna give me a little more rest, which I could not go to sleep for nothing. So I just kept tossing and turning. So at this point, I done turned on the TV, started watching TV, and I'm like, yeah, it's time for me to get up. I might as well go and get up and start getting ready for work. Right when I go in the bathroom to go brush my teeth, y'all, I hear at my door. So I'm like, who the fuck is knocking at my door at 4-something in the morning? I know damn well that's not maintenance. So instantly, I am blue. So I'm like, I'm not going to that fucking door, because who the fuck wants something at 4 o'clock in the morning? Y'all, they knock again. So I'm like, who the fuck that is at my fucking door this early? Like, I'm cussing just like that. So I'm walking to the door, y'all. They knocks again. So I'm pissed. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck at my door? while I'm opening up the door. Y'all, when I open up the door, it's a girl standing there. So I'm like, hey, who is you? I say it just like that. This motherfucker say, hey, is Rashad here? Part 11 of a hoe pulling up to my apartment asking where our man at. So I open up the door and I'm like, who is you? Because I'm finna direct her to whatever house she looking for, because clearly you at the wrong house at 4 o'clock in the morning. So then she asking, hey, is Rashad here? So I'm like, who is you? I ask again. This girl proceeds to tell me, with a baby on her hip at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, that she is Rashad's baby mama. Then she go to ask, hey, can I come in and we talk? I tell her no, because I'm finna get ready for work. I tell her, you can leave your number, and here go my number, like, expect a call from this phone number, but you got to go because I got to get ready for work. So instantly, I close the door and I look outside the window, because you're not finna snake me when I come down these damn stairs. I look at her and make sure she leave, and I notice when she pulling off, this the same motherfucking car that was at the truck stop that boxed me in. So I go in there, I get ready for work. I make it to work by 5 o'clock, and she called me at like 5:45. But before she had called me, I had went on my Instagram, the one she had texted me on, and I matched the numbers, and it's the same person. So, oh, this is the Kiki bitch. Like she said in this shit right here, the bitch had been fucking watching me, been knew about me, all of that. So we get on the phone, we start talking. So I asked her instantly, how the fuck you knew, like, where I stay, all of that, like, what made you pull up to my fucking apartment? She telling me, like, she wasn't on none of that, that's why she brought her baby. Bitch, you don't know what type of person I am. You don't know what I'm really bound to do. Why would you pull up with your baby on your hip like that at 4 o'clock in the morning? Then we proceed to keep talking, and she telling me that she live 4 hours away from me. So you ain't got no sleep at all. But anyways, don't mind all of that. Let's get into the conversation. So I continue to ask her questions, because you're not finna be the only one asking questions. I'm like, so you knew about us when you came to that truck stop and boxed me in. You knew about us then. And she was like, yes, I did. But I really wasn't on it. Like, I came off aggressive. I was like, you almost hit my shit. Like, what you mean you came off aggressive? You almost hit my shit trying to chase after your man. She was like, every time we went out of town, she was there. She was like, she would catch him out of town and she would pull up. So the girls that was at the hotel that was mugging us and shit, them was her homegirls and her fucking cousins, giving her like the heads up of which fucking door we was coming out of. Well, which room we was coming out of. So I'm asking her, like, damn, like, why the fuck you just ain't leave this man alone? Because she telling me, like, I'm not the only bitch he fuck with. So I'm asking her, like, why you just won't leave Rashad alone? Like, what is it about this man? Because I know he passing out money. Is it the money? She like, no, it's not that. She had been talking to Rashad ever since he was 16. She was like, at first her family didn't allow it. His family didn't allow it. Like, she finally got them on the side. Like, she worked hard for her relationship. So I'm just listening to her like, why the fuck?
What you mean why she ain't leave him alone? Why your ass ain't leave him alone? Reasons are probably the exact same. What are you talking about?
Her family didn't like each other. Like, I'm thinking like the family just didn't like her and her family just didn't like him. No. They didn't like the situation between them because she met him at 16. They started dating. Her ass was 12 years old. So in my head, I'm already thinking like, oh, this why this bitch so cuckoo over him. Like, you young as hell. This why your ass running around behind this man. Because at the time, Rashad ass was 25, and the girl that's stalking me, his girlfriend, she's 20 because she haven't turned 21 yet. So this is why you running around and chasing behind this man like that. So then I go to ask her, like, how did you first find out about me? Like, what was it about me that you found out? Like, how you knew he was fucking with me? She goes to say, oh, you had text her one day, we was in the car, and your name had popped up, and instantly she had went to Facebook, and my name is Stina. It's not too many fucking Stinas. Like, let's just go and keep it a book, especially living, like, in Mississippi in our area. Right when I thought I had did some shit, yeah, I had just took my fucking number off Cash App. So I'm thinking the bitch that found me on Cash App before I took my number off. Nah, this hoe found me the easiest way possible. So I was like, oh, that's cool. She was like, she thought that me and him had stopped fucking around. I'm like, what you mean by that? She was like, every time he fucked with a new bitch, like money would go missing from their account. They had shared banks accounts. So not just $500. He used to be tricking off so much that thousands used to go missing from their fucking account. So I'm just letting her keep talking. And she like, he also got his own personal account. She was like, money had stopped coming out of their shared account. So she went to go check his personal account because she got the information to that too. She was like, money still was missing out of his shit. Then at one point in time, money stopped flowing from his shit and her shit. So she thought we stopped fucking around. But me personally, ain't no man finna talk to me and he ain't dropping off shit. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't know what you thinking, because he still was dropping that motherfucking Charlie off. Then we continue to fucking talk, y'all. This girl go to say she had got so desperate in finding out, like, who I was and finding out, like, if me and him really fuck off for real, she pulled up to my job. So y'all remember when I told y'all my coworker was telling me somebody had pulled up and was trying to look for me? It was that bitch. It was her. So at this point, I'm like, I got a fucking psychopath on my fucking hand. So I'm telling her, like, so you telling me you done pulled up to my job, you pulled up to my house, you used to always fucking stalk us whenever we go out of town. And y'all, she used to be hard my shit on fucking Instagram. Like, everything I post on my story, still to this day, y'all, she'll be the first one to watch it. She'll heart the shit. She'll comment under all the shit. So I'm telling her all of this. I'm like, bitch, like, what the fuck you really got going on? I was like, and did you even, like, was you out of town when we went to New Orleans to go meet his family? So she stopped me right there in my track. She like, what? You met his family when y'all went to New Orleans? And I tell her. And she putting a date together. She like, what? I was in New Orleans that same time. She like, hell no, ain't no way he was with you. He was with me. So I'm trying to figure it out, because, baby, he rode down there to New Orleans with me. And she like, yeah, we didn't get there at the same time. Like, he told me to come down there. And he told her that nighttime that he was going to be out with his boys, which he was somewhere laid up with me. So, y'all remember when I told y'all I had went to New Orleans with him, but I had left him to go see one of my old friends? Yeah, he was with his bitch and his family. So, we put that together. Then she started rewinding, like, did you just say you met his family? She like, ain't no way you met his family. Like, his mama made sure she stand on business with me. She made sure she always told me and the other, like, girlfriends and baby mamas and all that shit that she'll never play no, house with a random ass bitch. So I'm looking like, well, I met her. Like, I guess she ain't too, but I ain't got no attitude with the girl. But I'm just like, I guess she ain't too faithful to y'all girlfriends. And she met me. And she welcomed me. So, y'all, this girl FaceTimed me. She like, you sure you met his mama? I'm like, I just called the woman by her fucking name. Because, y'all, I had said I had met the lady. And I said her name. And I was like, yes, I met her. And she like, damn, like, that's fucked up. Like, she basically saying that she finna go off on the mama. The whole time we on FaceTime, y'all, her sister's in the background. So her sister like, what's wrong, Kiki? Like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? She like, this bitch saying that she met, Rashad mama and shit. So her sister like, I told you that bitch was fake as fuck, but she make sure she be putting down strong shit with us. Like, don't ever cheat on her son. Don't ever cheat on her son. Like, she'll never have a bitch around that, she don't fuck with. So I'm just listening to her and her sister go back and forth because, like, bitch, you catching your nigga up, but bitch, you had me fucked up doing all that crazy ass shit with me. So she's still adamant on that I did not meet the mama. So she asked me like, you sure you met this bitch holding up like her iPad? Like, you sure you met her? And y'all, I'm looking at the picture. That looks shit like Rashad mama. So I'm like, nah, that ain't the lady I met. So she like, who you met then? I'm like, she called him son. That was his mama. He was calling her mama. Like, let me go see, can I find a picture? So I tell her, like, I'm finna share my screen because I found the picture of the same lady that I met in New Orleans on his Facebook, and she calling him son even on it. So, boom, I share my screen and I show her. Y'all, this girl like, what the fuck? Money is the root of all evilness. These motherfuckers do anything for money. So I'm confused because, like, what the fuck are you talking about? This motherfucker goes to say, she telling her sister, like, look, bitch, look. So her sister's like, I told you. You told her what? Like, get it out. Because at this point now, the girl that I'm on the phone with, Kiki, she's crying. What the hell are you crying about? Come to find out, y'all, the lady that I had fucking met was Kiki fucking mama. Rashad had paid Kiki mama to pretend that she was his fucking mom so she could show to me. But the thing is, Kiki didn't even know her mama was fucking in New Orleans. So I'm confused because your mama got paid to play like she was somebody else's mom. Your boyfriend, to be exact. Your child's fucking dad. Okay, y'all, let's go and get into it. This gonna be the last and final part of the fucking story time, how a bitch pulled up to my apartment asking where our man is. So the last part I left off on is where I had found out that it wasn't even Rashad mama that I had met in New Orleans. It was the Kiki bitch mom that I met in New Orleans. So after we find that out, y'all, she is crying hysterically on the phone. So I just tell her like, hey, baby, I'm in the hospital. I can't be on the phone with you while you doing all of that. Because, y'all, people was coming around the corner to see, like, what the fuck was going on. Because they thought it was me. Because I told y'all we was on FaceTime. So, at this point, I haven't heard from Rashad for, like, a whole fucking week. So, in my head, I'm thinking, like, yeah, she done went home. She done started some shit with Rashad. And I haven't heard from him. So, at this point, my life go back to normal. I start hanging out with my friends more. And we start clubbing and shit like that. Bitch still keeping her lashes, her hair, nails, and all that done. And I'm still taking, like, pictures and posting it on my story. So, with me doing all of that, the Kiki bitch is still, like, the first one to watch. She's still, like, hearing my shit. She's still coming in, like, on my fucking story. Which I did not think was weird at that point in time. Because I feel like a bitch know a fine, real bitch when she see one. That's how I'm thinking. And also, Rashad will be, like, one of the people in my damn views, too. Because I had deleted Rashad on every fucking thing. Because at this point, you trying to play like you handle my channel. No, you're not handling my channel around this bitch. So, I had deleted him off everything. And still, he's still watching my shit. So, boom. Right when life gets fucking good, Rashad hit me with a text. And he sent me a picture of him on the beach. He telling me, like, damn, this supposed to be our life. Like, I wish you was here. Like, we didn't supposed to end like that. So, I'm gonna text Rashad back a picture of me looking bad as a motherfucker. Like, bitch, life still go on. Like, bitch, I can do this with and without you. But I don't do that. Some just told me, do not do that. So, I sent back a question mark. So, after I sent the question mark, don't y'all know this weird ass nigga since this?
Please do not call my phone. I have a girlfriend. Whatever we had going in the past is done. Leave me alone. I don't know why you keep calling me out the blue anyway. What the hell?
At this point, I don't know if it's him playing on my phone or is it the girlfriend texting this shit back. So you got to know, I'm blue as fuck. So all I did was heart the shit and left it at that. So at this point, I haven't heard from Rashad in like some months. Right when you think your fucking life is getting better, here go an ex wanna pop up. So I get a DM on Instagram saying like, hey, have you heard from Rashad? First off, you Rashad, cause I remember you. You don't know my Instagram, so I know Rashad had to send you over here to text me that. Instantly blocked. So, not even a good 2 to 3 weeks, I get another motherfucking message on Instagram from his girlfriend this time, the Kiki girl. She asking me like, hey, have you talked to Rashad? And I'm telling her like, girl, what is it? I left your man alone because you told me that was your man. I left him alone. Like, why are you texting me? She like, I know you a bad bitch. And I know that Rashad gonna reach out because I know him. She telling me, like, if Rashad reach out, do not talk to him. Girl, you ain't got to tell me all that. I promise you, your man is safe with you. Like, I told y'all, I'm disgusted because he was 16 years old and that girl was 12. Like, no, it's nothing else I want with Rashad. Like, why are you texting me, calling me? Boom. The girl goes to say, well, I was just trying to reach out to see, have you talked to Rashad? Because Rashad is in jail and they doing their own investigation. And I'm like, what? What you mean he in jail? She was like, you remember when I told you that the money wasn't coming out of our account no more or his account? The money was coming from somebody else's account. So Rashad was stealing that money. Come to find out, Rashad was stealing from a big ass company. Y'all, the company that Rashad was stealing from, the man that he was stealing from, the man was like, Rashad could have took like a good 10,000, 5,000 from him every month, and he wouldn't even know the money was missing. He was like, Rashad and I guess it was a group of them was so fucking greedy that they was stealing like 100K, 200K. Like, they was stealing so much fucking money that he had flagged his bank and said that it was fraud. And that's how he found out that Rashad was stealing from him. So that's why Rashad was stealing so much, and it was going for so long, because he didn't even know. He didn't even recognize. That's how much money that man make. So I'm telling her, like, girl, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Get the fuck off my phone. Still haven't heard from Rashad. So at this point, life is going fucking good. Life is going good, y'all. I'm with my new man, and, you know, like, he's splurging. All of that. Boom. I get an unknown call. So let me go back and rewind. So when me and the girl had stopped talking, me and Kiki had stopped talking about, you know, the Rashad situation and about him in jail, I had went straight to my cousin. I was like, girl, let me tell you what the fuck. Like, Kiki just told me that Rashad's in jail. So I was like, do you think I should believe her? And my cousin was like, well, she don't know. But at the same time, I was telling her, like, this girl ain't got shit to lose. This girl been fucking with this nigga since she was 12 years old. Like, but bitches do be delusional. So my cousin was like, girl, all you need is to find out what jail he was in, because my cousin had looked it up and she couldn't find it at all. So she was like, just find out which jail he in, and, you know, I can look it up from then. So, okay. Back on the part, I get an unknown call. Usually I do not answer unknown calls, but this week I was expecting an unknown call from somebody about a job. So I'm thinking it's the new job calling me. Whole time I answer the phone, it's like, this is the Department of Correctional Center, and they say the jail he in. And you know how the person's supposed to be saying their name? Like, it leave a little blank for them to say, hey, this is Rashad, and say his last name. This nigga ain't even saying his fucking name. He's talking to somebody in the background, and I know his fucking voice. So I answer the phone. And when I answer the phone, I'm on strong shit like, what the fuck you calling me for? Like, I heard you in jail for this and that and this. Like, your girlfriend told me. He like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He was like, we not finna discuss no business on the recording line. He was like, I'm gonna tell you, like, why I'm in here when I get what I need to, you know, call you. So basically, in words, he was telling me, like, he gonna get him a phone in jail, and he gonna call me off that phone and tell me why he in there. So I'm telling him, like, you ain't gotta call me back. You ain't gotta ever call me. And I hang up the phone. Y'all had blocked the jail phone, y'all. This nigga still to this day be calling me off an unknown fucking number. Like, any fucking way. So I immediately get off the phone with him after I click that motherfucker over, and I call my cousin. I'm like, bitch, I found out what jail he in. Do your magic. So I get her the jail that he's in, and come to find out, yes, he was in jail for all of that shit. He was in jail for all of that shit that his girlfriend had said. So whole time, y'all, I used to send his mom, which probably wasn't even his mom, cash out money, so it wouldn't trail back to him. Y'all, and then it was so crazy because, like, he had started sending me money, so much money at one time, that I had gave him my bank information so he could just drop the fucking money off. Yeah. Y'all, my love life is a damn joke. Still to this day.
Bruh, I don't even know what to think about this story. This is like some movie stuff, bruh. So she was receiving all of that money. I knew he wasn't no damn truck driver. This entire story, I knew what trucks he driving. Them trucks taking people to the moon? What trucks he driving got all that money? Nah, bruh. I had a feeling he was doing something illegal, but bro, you was dealing with a girl at 12 when you was 16? Bro, damn. Like, come on now, bro. You couldn't get with another 16-year-old? But I mean, bruh, this is crazy. So he has a baby mama, has a girlfriend, and he went to jail for stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars. Bro, that man ain't never getting out. That's like grand theft, fraud, all kinds of stuff. They gonna get that man a book. He is never getting out of prison. That's just a ridiculous situation to be in. And she said that money is the root of all evil, but look at what she was doing because of it. That money had her flying all kinds of places. That money had her acting different too. That's the reality. And it's crazy. So his baby mama's mother was pretending to be his mother, all because of that money. It's crazy. It is crazy what money have people do. It is crazy what money but have people do. But this is a pretty ridiculous story time. I don't even know what else to say about it. It's just so much to talk about that could just be encapsulated in a video. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to another Clacked Out Conversation. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely hit the comments. I need to hear what you guys have to say about this one. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.